Okay, next I'm going to show you how to update the properties so that you can use your forms in an old or pre-existing part file. As you can see here, there are no parameters, no user parameters built into this part. Under forms, there's no forms, nothing here in the ilogic table, only all my global forms and rules, etc. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding rules to this. It would be really great if Inventor would have the option to copy and paste rules directly into here. This would save a lot of time. But at the moment what I have to do is use a great free application called Notepad++, and I have all my rules sitting here ready to be copied in. Now if I add an apostrophe here in front of the first bit of text, because it's written in Visual Basic, it treats it as a comment, so it's not actually part of the code. So what first thing I do is I right click, control copy, and right click here, add a rule, and paste in that file name and add the rule. Next thing I do is I will then copy everything here because it's just easy and quick. Control C, Control V. Okay. Now what that is doing is that is now taken all the parameters, because when I made my part template I exported the parameters from it to a file in my ilogic folder, and basically all this is doing is it is adding all the parameters from that template file into this current file. So if I have a look in here in my parameters now, I have all these extra parameters built in. There's my plate, hollow bar, round bar. Everything's in here ready to add those properties to the part. So the next thing I do is, and I worked out that I had to add these in the correct order, that's why they're here in these tabs. Parameters, category. Now what this does is this adds the correct information to the category parameter in my part file so that it returns the correct information from the rest of my ilogic rules. So again, I'll just copy that. Okay, so now what that has done now is if I have a look in my iProperties, because as soon as you close it, it runs the rule, and there is my parameters sitting here ready to be written to when I run the rest of my ilogic rules. So again, I go back to here, material size, I scroll all the way back to the top. I run with two screens as well, so normally this would be much quicker, but I'm just trying to do all this on one screen so that it's easy to follow. And I find that if you don't add these rules in the order that I'm doing it, when you add the select choose material before the material size, it can sometimes throw up an error that is a bit of a pain, and it's not worth going through the hassle of the error if you don't have to. So the next thing I'll do is now I've specifically named these rules like this also because my forms are looking for the rules named with these specific names. Right, didn't do that right. I go back here. That's what happens when you talk and try and make videos at the same time. Okay, now this should bring up the dialog box straight away. Now if I choose that material, you see instantly it changes the material for me because the material properties are in the part, because I've saved those materials to my library, and part is almost ready to work. The next thing I'll do is just show you how to set up the forms so that it makes all the ilogic rules run from a single form interface to make it nice and easy.